welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo, and today we're going to be doing part 3 of my bullet journal series for 2021. So far we've talked about setting up your bullet journal and routines and to-dos and getting in the habit of using this journal every day. Today we're going to talk about your calendar and your planning. So during setup I talked briefly about calendars and monthly versus weekly or daily. I highly recommend having monthly calendars in your bullet journal for 2 reasons. The first one is you can get one look at a month, an entire glance of the whole month in one page. And if you have a lot of stuff going on in that month, such as anniversaries, birthdays, other important dates you need to remember, appointments, oil changes, all the things that we do in a month, you can see it all in one go. And also, if you're setting up ahead of time, months, you'll have a place to put events and appointments for the future. You should also have your future log that we talked about. So if you don't have that month set up, that's okay. You would just write in your future log. You guys should know by now, but mine's set up through March right now. So if I made an appointment for May, I would just go on my future log and write May 15th, paid specialist at 2 p.m. Then when I set up May, and I'd come back to my future log, I would see that and be able to put it in May's calendar. But I do really like having the whole month at a glance. You can see what day of the week is what date, what correlates, and you can just kind of see your whole month. And I think that's important. Then as far as weekly versus daily, that's really going to be a personal thing. How busy is your day? Are you like me? And do you spend most of your day at home, working from home? Maybe you have a couple appointments every month, 1 week, a couple of things going on. Most of your to-dos are going to be work-related. You do the same routines pretty much every week as far as your work and stuff. If that's you, if you're like me, a weekly calendar should suffice. And the way you want to set those up is you just want to put the dates at the top. I'm trying to show you a blank one here so you can see what it looks like when you just first set it up. We'll go to February. So February 1st to February 7th, and then I give each date 4, 5, 6 spaces, and that's going to depend on what size book you're using too. If you're using a bigger book, you can probably give each day more spaces. If you're using a smaller book, less spaces. I just kind of eyeball it and try to give the same chunk. But you can see it takes up 2 pages usually. So if you're doing weekly, expect it to take 2 pages. You put your dates up here, your dates down, and then the day of the week down. I color code. So this is pink and red because February is Valentine's Day. I know, I'm a nerd. March's is light green and dark green for St. Patrick's Day. You can color code too if you want, or you can use a black pen. It doesn't matter. So that's your weekly one. And then you can put stuff in as you need to, more detailed than the daily calendar. Let me show you a page. I've got stuff on there that I need to do. And then you'll have a place to put everything. But if your life is really busy, let's say you have a ton of stuff going on every single day, whether you have a lot of kids with a lot of activities, or you volunteer places, or you have more than one job and eBay isn't all you do, so you're not sitting at home working all day. Whatever reason, if your day is really busy every day and you're going to have a lot more to write down, then you probably want to do the daily calendar. The only drawback to that is it takes up more paper, so you're going to go through your bullet journal quicker. You're going to go through more notebooks or more books at a faster rate. When you do it weekly, you're not using as much paper. But if you have more stuff to write down, if you have more stuff going on in your life, and this little chunk of time isn't going to be enough room for you to write everything down that you need to write down for February 1st, Monday, you may need a whole sheet or a half a sheet. You need to figure out what you need for your lifestyle and the events happening and what you need to write down. Some folks might need 1 whole page for every day, and that's fine. Or half a page or a fourth a page, or you can do the weekly like me. It's just going to be based on how much you have to write down for each day. And you want to have plenty of room so you're not cramming stuff in or trying to write in the margins. So if you have to use, 2 or 3 bullet journals a year just to suffice to get through, to write down everything you need, that is perfectly okay. If one bullet journal lasts you 2 years because you don't do a lot, that's perfectly okay too. Whatever you're doing, whatever you need to keep track of is going in there. And whether that takes, a whole page or one line, doesn't matter. It's up to you. The only thing I can say, the only drawback to the daily is that it takes more paper. I used to do a daily to-do list a couple years ago, and I was flying through these. I was going through one every 2 months probably, and then I realized, you know what? I don't need a to-do list for every single day because my days all look pretty much similar, and that was when I created the routines and weekly routine list I showed you guys in the other video about routines. So it's a good idea to plan everything, though. Plan everything. If it's something you're trying to implement in your life as a new routine, write it down. If you want to do something for your business, if you want to organize your eBay room, you want to get through the death pile, you want to go through a bin and organize it, write it down. Everything you want to accomplish, write it down. Everything you need to accomplish, write it down. You should be writing down everything you need to do and all of the things you want to do. And that's, your goals, how you can keep track of your goals in your bullet journal. But you should be planning everything out and writing it down. And that way you're getting everything done that you need to get done and everything that you wanted to get done every week. No excuses. You can't say, I forgot to drink 8 glasses of water because I forgot. If you wrote it in your bullet journal, you would remember to drink all 8, right? So write everything down, plan everything, track your time. If you're concerned that you're not getting enough done each day, chances are you're probably wasting time, and you're probably wasting it on one of the normal things people waste it on, whether it's TV, video games, or Facebook. Lots of people waste time on Facebook or games on their phone. So it's a good idea to take a page in your book and dedicate it to tracking your time for a day or 2 or a week. I know I've done that challenge on this channel before, and people are always surprised when they literally make themselves write down every single thing they do for every single minute of a day. They're always surprised. Like, I didn't realize I spent that much time on TV or Facebook. I could have listed 10 more items that day. When you actually hold yourself accountable and you write down everything you do and keep track of every minute that you're awake and what you're doing, it's pretty shocking, actually, how much time all of us waste. So that's a good idea to put in there. Track your time, plan your events and your activities. That's not to say that you can't have free time and times when everything isn't planned out. I'm not saying that you have to have your day mapped out from the time you wake up till you go to bed. You just need to know what you need to accomplish in a day. Then you can have your free time and you can fill it with whatever you want. We should have a nice balance. You shouldn't be wasting all your time on Facebook and TV so that you're not working, but you shouldn't be working so much that you don't have any me time or time for your family or your friends. And we're going to talk about that more in another video later this week about goals. I think a lot of people forget about themselves when they set goals, and it all becomes about work. So I'm not saying you have to track every second of the day. I just want you to know where you're spending your time and balance it out. Get your work done. Get that done first, and then have your free time. But don't be doing so much work that you're burning yourself out either. That's never good. I always tell you guys, if you don't take care of yourself, you're no good for anybody else, and that includes your business. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up the bullet journal series. We went over setting it up, routines and to-dos, getting into good habits, the different kinds of calendars you can set up, and how to use it for planning and tracking your time. But don't forget, it's yours, and these are as an individual as each of us. So you could have lists of your favorite movies in there. You could have lists of your favorite dogs in there. Whatever you want to put in your bullet journal, There are no rules. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below to join. It is free. Until next time, guys, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.